Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here. Welcome back to my channel for something that you may not have had here for a while. Something new. Yes, even though I haven't been going to see new movies in theaters due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which I am actually feeling a little bit more on the positive side because as of this point in time, New York has officially been given the announcement of the plans to reopen the entire state. It is going to take a little bit of time for certain areas compared to others, but the most important thing now is it seems that we have, as our governor has said many times before, have gone down the mountain, and now it is time to embrace the new normal while we wait for the vaccine to hopefully bring the world back to normal. So this is a little bit of good news, and as I said, new stuff. The world of music. I am still trying my very, very best to try and find out what is new and exciting, but at the same time, I also like to hear if there's anything new and exciting coming out from bands that I have been listening to for a very long time, as well as some bands that I've recently discovered over the last 2 to 5 years. Bands like Churches, The Night Game, just to name a few. Some great bands, guys. I'm really excited. And now I've got 2 favorite bands of mine to present to you today, because if you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. And for those of you returning, you all know that when it comes to music, I like to talk about music in pairs. So, what is the connection here between the 2 artists that we're going to discuss today? Well, it has to also do, and this was just something that I figured out about 2 seconds before I pressed record. Because of the fact that I am lacking videos, I am filling in the gap, if you will. Gap in regards to new content, as well as one of these specific bands, actually both of them if you really think about it. There has been a real gap of time that has taken place for these 2 artists to give me something new and exciting. One of them a lot longer than the other. So we're going to go for the one that did come out with something in recent years, but finally gave us something new to enjoy. And it is the new double album from the Finnish melodic metal band Nightwish, and it is called Human to Nature. So the best way to describe this album, but of course before that, let me just say that Nightwish is without a doubt one of the most amazing bands that I have ever listened to. I have all their albums. I have also seen them in concert 2 times. I actually did go to one of their concerts for their very first American tour in 2005, and it was such an amazing experience. So, the only way that I can describe this album is, imagine if Frozen turned into a rock opera. This is what you would get. The Finnish heritage music throughout this entire double album is just such a dream to listen to, and I love how the 2 discs have such completely different sounds. The first disc, which is all about humans, you really get a fast-paced, hard-hitting bunch of tracks, and each and every one of them are great. I cannot single them out, everybody, because this is just an overall concept album that you truly need to listen to from beginning to end. But the second disc, which is basically about nature, because the album's track is only one track that is split into 8 separate songs, it's called All the Works of Nature with Adorn the World. It is a completely different atmosphere. It is a beautiful melodic masterpiece. I love how the regular instruments along with the classical instruments and all the elements that are put into this one specific song with these 8 individual segments. It's so amazing. It is truly one of their strongest albums, because I don't know about you all, and I'm not exactly sure what you think their best album is, but please put in the comments what you think your favorite Nightwish album is. But Human to Nature is truly Nightwish giving us something truly special. It is one of the best albums that I have heard this year, and I'm also happy to say that the year is far from over in regards to new music. But if you are a Nightwish fan and you didn't even know this album was coming out, pick up Human to Nature. I love it. The next album is one that is not really a full album. It's an EP, but it was something that the world of rock and heavy metal music has been waiting for. And it is a band that I first heard in 1999. They did a cover of New Order's classic Blue Monday, and ever since then, I was one of their biggest fans. And it is the newest offering from the band Orgy. Yeah, excuse the name, that is the name of this band, and this is their latest piece that they have given to us. The last time they gave us an album was in 2004. So the fact that we Orgy fans have been on bated breath waiting for Talk Sick to officially come out, I will say that it is worth the wait. This EP, these 7 tracks, I love them all. Even though it is a whole new band, except for the lead singer, Jay, it is just so awesome to actually have new music from this band. Every single song on this album is great. It's got the industrial hard rock heavy metal feel, along with a little bit of new wave entwined into it to make it definitely feel very interesting. It reminds me of early 9 Inch Nails and even things going back to early New Order and even Joy Division. I love the sound of each and every one of these tracks. If you didn't even know this was coming out and you were a fan, first of all, if there are any Orgy fans out there watching this video, I would love to say hello to you, and I'm so glad to know that I'm not the only one that was waiting on this album to come out, but it is definitely one of the best things that I have gotten in the year 2020 in terms of anything new. The fact that I had just been dying for new music from Orgy because I love each and every one of their albums, knowing that this is here, it's only getting me excited for something new from this band in the future because it has been a while. So that's it, everybody. 2 new albums to listen to in the world of hard rock and heavy metal. I cannot recommend these 2 albums enough. Please leave your comment in the box below if you want to talk about these bands. I'm really hoping that there will be some comments. And if you're interested in any of these bands, I would highly recommend that you give them a listen if you are a fan of these kinds of music. But in the meantime, everybody, that's all that I've got for today, and I'm really glad to tell you that there's going to be some more music videos coming in the next couple of weeks because there are some new albums coming out that I'm really excited to talk about, and I'm really hoping that they're great. But in the meantime, I will see you in the next one.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.